Good early afternoon. Hurricane Central here, Orange Beach, Alabama, Wisdom Harbor Studios at the wharf. We are glad you are with us. This is going to be a very exciting show. We're going to make it exciting. How about that? A lot of things going on. It is, what day is this, Matt? This is Thursday?
Thursday the 1st, I believe.
Thursday the 1st. It's October 1st. It's October, we're kind of like full on into fall, I think, right? It says I have a paper, I have a paper towel around my neck. Okay. Well, I was keeping from getting this stuff on me. So, anyway, SB yelled at me. She said, 1 minute. And I looked and I went, it's 2 minutes. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time if you're going to take the paper towel thing around your neck. Who did that? Did you do that or did SB do that?
That was me.
There's you. Tell me you had a stupid paper towel thing around your neck. Well, it's getting hot again. It's like cool a few days here, and then it's hot a few days. Everybody's still working outside. Everybody is like wiped out here. And but it is amazing to see who's working, where they're working, what's going on. You drive down the road here in Hurricane Central, and sometimes it's like driving down a tunnel because there's so much stuff on either side of the road. But I think everybody's over the the stunned part of it. People are like working now, and for a couple of days you walk around and go, I don't know what we're supposed to even do. And how about the shirt? I'm back to salt. Because you go through one of these hurricanes and you think, I don't know if I like salt water anymore. But we do. And this is my Salt Life shirt from Sand Dollar Lifestyles. Matt, can you show them what's on the back? Beautiful on the back. Long sleeve version. Sand Dollar Lifestyles, the cornerstone of the wharf. Right down here they have Kamado Joe grills. I'll bet you they are moving some Kamado Joe grills because there's a lot of people who just don't, the gas lines have been messed up. There's people who still don't have water, and we're cooking a lot on the. You just think Marcy Taylor said she just thought that my collar is just like a funky shirt collar. Thank you very much. But a lot of people cooking on their Kamado Joes. In fact, I was just thinking today about getting a couple of things out of the freezer. We did get, I think I told you, Chris Comer brought us a small generator, and we hooked that to the freezers so that we didn't lose all the food and everything that, we're outdoor people. So we have venison and fish and ducks and all kind of stuff in the freezer, and you just don't want to lose that. So we didn't, but it's time to start cooking again. If you are new to us, we would love for you just to click that notification button there on Facebook, and make sure you turn the notification on your phone. That way you certainly will be notified. Minnesota. Do you know that I just listened to a book on Audible? You guys, back up just a little bit. Who was that from Minnesota?
I guess it's from YouTube, so I'm guessing that's maybe two names.
It's two names.
Maybe Dasa.
Dasa Hoiko. Is that right? Yes. Watching from Minnesota. So, anyway, I just listened to a book that is I can't remember the name of the book, but it was a mystery, and it was written by one of the writers for Seinfeld. And written around the Twin Cities, and which we live in the Twin Cities. I think you know that. There's Minneapolis, St. Paul, and then there's Dallas, Fort Worth, and there is, of course, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores. And people are, people are, they're serious about that stuff. Who's the singer? Neville Brothers. Who is it, Matt? Aaron Neville. Aaron Neville, a couple of Christmases ago. I felt sorry for him. He did a concert here in Orange Beach, and he said, "Oh, it's great to be here in Gulf Shores." And people went, "Orange Beach, that's Orange Beach." He's like, "Oh, okay, all right." But, you're used to that from Dallas, Fort Worth. They've been doing it for years. Are you from Dallas? No, I'm from Fort Worth. And, you're used to that little snobbery thing going on, which I understand because it's a different culture. These are just different cultures. And even in a place like this where you really can't, it's hard to tell where one town ends and the other begins when we're talking about, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. I'm trying to think of what are the mottos, the town slogans. Do you remember, Matt? SB, do you remember? There are town slogans, and they're both good. It's like a town you will like or something. I can't remember exactly. It's not that simple, but both of them are really good. And of course, we share the same beach. I hear people say, "Hey, we're going to Destin." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, good. That's probably good. It'll clear us out a little bit." But we have the same sand. It's that same 100-mile strip of sand there. They call it the Miracle Strip. And if you are from around the country and you have never experienced our sand, you definitely need to see the sand. Because it's, for years, USA Today would do a top 10 beaches in America. And 8 of them were right along here. And so finally they said, okay, that's one beach. And it's a 100-mile strip. It runs all the way across Alabama. I think we have 29 miles, and then Florida, the Panhandle of Florida, has the rest. But it's a 100-mile strip of the sand called the Miracle Strip. And for a long time, people did, so they turned that into one beach, and we were the number one beach in America. But it's very funny to me to go somewhere that has a beach, like we'll be in California or something, and people say, "Hey, make sure you go out and see the beach." And we're like, "Yeah, we're fine," because they think their beach is so beautiful. Do you know that our sand is the color and consistency of sugar? And so you walk in our sand and kind of dig your feet in, and it squeaks just like walking in snow. Hey, Ann Lauren. You are a first-time viewer, and you are from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Is that how you say that? But you're from Idaho. Do you know Austin is in Idaho? My son Austin is in Idaho right now. He is in Victor, right around in Victor, which is 20 or 30 miles west of Jackson Hole. But that's where he is. And Patricia Amby says, "Yep, most beautiful, sandy beach." And you've seen a lot of beaches. They did for a long time. Hey, Irene. For a long time, they did these top 10 beaches of the world. And then they decided, USA Today decided one year that they would do soil samples from the beach, from these top 10 beaches. And it was very curious because we'd always known our sand was white. We didn't necessarily know why. But was last night the full moon? Well, I know it's a big moon, smart aleck. But I don't know if it was the official full moon or if tonight is. But there is It's an amazing thing when we have a full moon here. You can go out on the beach. You could read a newspaper out there. I mean, it's that bright with the the white sand. But they did this soil sample, and every one of the top 10 beaches, except ours, was several different minerals, several different things. And our beach was the one thing. It's the only beach that was the one thing. You know what it is? Crushed quartz. And that's why it's so white. That's why it's so fine. And so Sheila Corbett says, tonight is the full moon. Polly told me last night, she said, October, this is it's a different month or something because there are 2 full moons this October. And she said, and do you know what they call that? I said, what? She said they call it a blue moon. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because what is the cliche? Once in a blue moon. And what do they call it when you have 2? A blue moon. It just doesn't make any sense. So, who left your review? Who is that? Katrina Hansen. Thank you for leaving your review of Just Jones on Amazon and Goodreads. Thank you very much. You enjoyed the book. Something very special for you today. I'm going to get this out of the way so that there's nothing in your way. But a lot of people have been asking about the peace table. Now, let me just tell you, one of the things that we've decided, or I guess I decided, is that we're going to let the book answer all the questions. If you want to know about the peace table, just all the answers are in the book. You want to know about Blair Houston Monroe, all the answers are in the book. Now, you can come to town. You can hunt them down if you want to. If you want to run into that mean old lady, go ahead. Go right ahead. But the answers to these things are in the book. You want to see the peace table? Now, I've been sitting at it for quite a while, but we waited to show it to you until we came in. So, Matt, can we see the view from that side?
Right here.
Yeah, where they can see the legs of it and move the Instagram people. Hi. And Instagram, you get a great view across. But here's the peace table. 400 pounds this dude weighs. I mean, there was no moving it. And so we've built the studio around it. So can they see at this view, can they see the books and the legs?
Angle it down just a little more. You still with us?
Yeah. Instagram's still with us. Twitter, YouTube, everybody's here. I talked with Michael Perry yesterday. We recorded a podcast. Is that next week that it comes out?
Yes, Tuesday.
The podcast comes out next week with Michael Perry, who's one of my favorite authors. Michael lives in Wisconsin, and Michael Perry, there's a couple of books in the legs of this table. They're Michael Perry. One of them is Population 485, and the other one is called Coop. So, I bet they want to see the top of the table, Matt. So you want to see, here's the crack with the arrowheads. What do you think? Hey, Yvonne. So right up, so here's where it started. That's where it started with the first white arrowhead that Savus shot into the tree. And then through the eons, all these were added. When you come, we'll have some close-up things for you to see. But I'm just stunned every time I sit behind this table. And every time I look at it. But this is the peace table. And blue Gatorade. So what do you think? Jeff Herring, you like it? Isn't it pretty? There's an area over here that all I can figure out is like moss grew in that. And there's just like different colors and everything in this. And it's described in the book. I described it as well as I possibly could in Just Jones and, where it came from and all like this. But I really love the table. Hey, you want a surprise? Would you like to see a surprise? I know a lot of you have the book, and a lot of you are just beginning to read it, and so thank you for doing that. I really am anxious that you like it and that you pass it on. Pass on your excitement about it to other people. We wanted to show you as much as we could about all this, and here's something I think you're gonna like. And this is we haven't sent an email out about it or anything. We talked about it here and we thought, do we just tell them on the blue plate? And we decided yes, that you guys are going to be the first to see this, the first to know. Just Jones Java. There it is. We had it packaged, and the blend it's unbelievable. Matt, have you got a picture where you showed the front and the back?
Yeah, I'll put that up on there.
Okay, so the back. I love that. I love what it says. It's the only coffee in the world infused with a healthy dose of perspective. The Noticer blend. And it's Just Jones Java. On the sides, both sides, it has no whiners. A no whiner sign. And on the back, Just Jones Java, the Noticer blend, an impossibly good coffee from the Rainforest Alliance certified farms of Central and South America. This perfectly roasted blend delights with a rich aroma, a smooth profile, and a pronounced, well-rounded finish. And I got to tell you, I'm barely a coffee person. That's just me, okay? I do, Jones is right, I do drink kind of sissy coffee. I put a lot of sugar and cream and stuff in it. Now, Polly and Austin are our connoisseurs. They are our coffee connoisseurs, and they have freaked out over this coffee. And then Jeff Jacobs is almost through with his, and we got Jeff and Edie a bag, and people, it's like from different countries, and it's a blend like no other, and several of you are asking, can you order it? Yes, you can. It's on andyandrews.com right now. These bags they're fresh. This is ground. What else can I tell them, Matt? It's $14.95, and I that's why I think I would like coffee. I would love coffee. Now I do like this coffee, but people who like coffee love this coffee. But I love the smell. I also I love the packaging. I think it is great, but the old man left a monster bag of it, and so we have it. We have it, and I think you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna love it. Back that up, Matt. Who said this? Let's see. You can. And you can also order the book now from andyandrews.com, and I'll autograph it, personalize it, whatever you want. But I really do hope you will order the coffee. I'm excited about the coffee for all my coffee friends, because I have, there are some of my friends that are just like nuts about coffee. They can't go through their day without coffee. PC drinks like 20 pots of coffee. Not really. She drinks a couple pots of coffee a day. I remember when I was working with Patsy Claremont, the first time I saw Patsy Claremont speak, Patsy talked about, years ago, that she would, smoke like 4 or 5 packs of cigarettes a day, take 10 tranquilizers, and drink 12 pots of coffee. And the first time I heard that, I thought, oh, she meant 12 cups of coffee. But then I heard her say it again, 12 pots of coffee. And I'm like, Patsy, did you really drink 12 pots of coffee? She said, yeah, 12 pots. 12 pots of coffee. And I'm like, serious? And she said, yeah, I would go to the doctor and I'd go, these tranquilizers just are not working at all. It's like, yeah, I wonder why. We're going to get Patsy very soon. Patsy Claremont very soon is going to be on a podcast. We need to get her on one of these Blue Plate specials too. You know what I tell people? I say the podcast is a little more serious. We get in a little more depth conversation, but then the Blue Plate specials are, pretty much ridiculous. We have a good time. Somebody asked me to sing the underdog theme again. So I promise to sing the underdog theme again as we get through. It is amazing when you're going through times like we're going through down here to see the people that help and to see the people who, I don't know, maybe take advantage of the situation. I was talking to a friend who, they have a company and they raised a lot of money to give away, and so they don't have the wherewithal to deal with the money to get it into the right hands, and so they contacted several of these charitable organizations who were charging them, who were going to charge them, they're going to charge them to take it and then charge them to give it away. Are you serious? And then, here's Chris Comer drives from Arkansas and back, and, just out of nowhere. And then you've heard Tucker ATV. You've heard Tucker ATV, and Tucker ATV, these guys in Jackson, Alabama, the small town business with the national reputation, our generator didn't work. And so they drove all the way down here. They had to be back the next morning, drove all the way down here, worked on the generator, couldn't get it working because it was apart, and got back in the car and drove back, And then, get this, we have a family. Now, I hope you've read the book. I hope you've read Just Jones by now. But if you haven't read Just Jones by now, one of the things you'll find is it's populated by all these real people. And Ken Grimes is one of them. Ken Grimes is our city manager. And I'm going to make sure Ken gets some coffee. He needs to stay awake. Their house was really messed up, and he's having to take care of everybody else's house too. But Ken Grimes is the city manager, and he got a call from a family in Indiana who said, "Hey, we read about you in Just Jones, and now we know you are a real person." Ken said, "Yeah, I don't really feel like a real person right now, but I am a real person." And they said, "Well, we've read all of Andy's books, and they've helped, and we love the books, and we would like to come down and help." And so, Ken says, "Okay, well, you just got to understand what this is like down here. Can you get down by yourself?" And yes, we can. Can you can you stay somewhere? Do you have a place? Can you take care of yourself in there? Yes, we can. Can you feed yourself? Yes, because I mean, we've talked about this before. Everybody is messed up. And so there's not a lot of people to help that don't come in from the outside. And these people were from Indiana, okay? And so the family is the Hostettlers, and they're an Amish family, and they drove all the way down here and have been here all week. All week. It's stunning. We had a lot of stuff that had already been cleaned up. And so they said, "Where do you want us?" And so Jeff Jacobs and Ken and I got together, and we found some people that needed help. And I went and found Paul and Jolene and a couple of Paul's brothers and Jolene's sisters and these beautiful little children, and man, they were up on Aunt Piney's roof yesterday, which is like 1,000,000 miles in the air, and it's like slanted like this. It's just like somebody trying to work on a church steeple up there, and they were all over it, putting the tarps up, getting everything done. Just an unbelievable family, and they're out in here. They came in. I told them, I said, "When you guys break for lunch, please come to the studio and come to the back door." And so, hey, buddy, you and Jolene, come here. Can you come in? He's like, "Come on. Do you want to come in?" Yeah, just come in. You just got to see it. 16 of them came. All right, 16 of them. Hey, do you mind coming in? Look, come here, Paul. Come here. We'll let Jolene sit down, no, come here, Jolene. Just have a seat. So this is Jolene, and this is her husband, Paul, and they came. These guys have been absolute lifesavers. I can't tell you how much we appreciate y'all.
Well, it's been a joy to be here. We've enjoyed meeting you and getting to know you and Polly and Ken, and so we've really had a good time getting to know everybody here, and it's been a pleasure. So thank you.
Buddy, well, we're excited. We're gonna get to hang with you guys tonight,
Yes.
and they're cooking. Jolene's cooking,
That's right.
and how many children came?
Well,
3,
3.
I guess.
There seemed like more than 3 children over there yesterday.
Depends on depends if you're gauging it by their age or by their actions. But yeah, there was several.
Well, they were just awesome, and Polly got to meet the kids yesterday, and Polly and I talked about it all night last night. We said, "Oh my gosh!" Oh, just they said they can't see Paul, so Paul, you got to kneel down. And can you see him now? You got him, Matt? Okay, good. Is Dina out there?
Dina, I think she went that way. I think
Oh.
maybe.
Call for Dina. Matt, call for Dina. You just got to
Be
see.
able to hear you talking on the mics.
She is beautiful too.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she really is. She is. And anyway, you guys, these guys have been so unbelievable. Now I'm looking through the microphone here.
Oh.
Have been so unbelievable and such a blessing to this community to come in here and just take care of everybody and not ask for anything. And look at there's Martha Rigsby.
Oh, yes.
That was yesterday. We're all just glad nobody fell off the roof. Come here, Dina. You just come right here with Jolene. I just thought you and your sisters and your cousins were just so beautiful yesterday, and Miss Polly came, and we talked about y'all all last night. Now, how old are you? Do you mind me asking?
10.
You're 10. Well, you are a lovely 10, a very mature 10. And I just want you to know from our family how much we appreciate you and your family. And this whole area does. And when I get through here, when I get through talking to these people, and these people are from literally all over the world, when I get through talking to them, I've got books and everything back there for you. You like to read? Just say yes, even if you know. Okay. But I've got some books for you, okay?
It'll be a treat.
See you in just a little bit.
All right.
I won't be long. Thank y'all for doing this.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. These guys are awesome. I mean, 16 of them came and have stayed all week long and have used their own equipment, used their own chainsaws. They towed a big heavy equipment, a skidder down here, and it has been amazing. And these people will not take a dime. And we're trying, and they're cooking. They're taking care of themselves. And though we're fixing, when we get off, we've already ordered them. We got shrimp coming and pizzas for the kids, and we got all kinds of things coming in here, and we're gonna eat. But man, so many different kinds of people in our country, and it is it is neat to see people step out in a situation like this. We sometimes see the worst come out in people under stress, but we also see the best come out in people, and we see some of the best people. And so, Polly and I feel like we've made long-term friends, long-term friends with these guys. These guys would be friends for life. And so, anyway, I'll do my, I'll sing the song. I'll sing my, my underdog song. You can go on andyandrews.com and order your Just Jones Java, and we'll get it right to you. And I really am excited about you getting this. And so I hope you get hooked on it, okay? I really do. You know, no whiners coffee. That's got to be the best. Thank you, guys, for being here, okay? We'll see you next week. And here's the encore version of the underdog theme. Everybody with me. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. You ready? When criminals in this world appear and do the things we all should fear, there is no need to worry here. The cry goes out from far and near for underdog, 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 underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting for the one who's under. Underdog, underdog. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Bye-bye. See you next week.